Hello, YouTube. So it is your stranger, the Ugandan village wife. Happy New Year 2024. I know, maybe I'm one of those people who still says Happy New Year in February. Today is the 12th of February 2024. And today's is somehow a very special day, a very significant day in our family, in my household. And so I am coming to you straight from my house. Sorry, I'm wearing a dressing gown because at the time I'm recording this, it is about 9 o'clock at night. And so today is a special day. Why? Because today, on the 12th day of February, many years ago, my husband, may his soul rest in peace, he was born on this day. And so, in case you're new to my channel, I am widowed. It's been 4 years since my husband went to heaven. But every single year since he went to heaven, we still remember and celebrate his birthday in memory. And so I could keep his memory alive in Honey's life, in our children's lives, because he left them young. And so today, we went out for dinner and obviously got chocolate cake because he loved chocolate cake. And it got me thinking that actually, 4 years I had never shared my experience of how I watched my husband die and how it was like for me. I am here to share, not because I'm seeking for any sympathy. No, I don't need anybody to feel sorry for me because I am sharing from a place of um, of hope, and I am not here to share my wounds. I am sharing from a place of um, my scars, and those scars represent hope and resilience to me. And hopefully, by me sharing my experience, I hope to encourage somebody out there. I hope to lend somebody my hope while they find theirs. That, grief is a very, very personal journey, that everybody grieves differently, and that nobody should feel sorry for grieving for however long they wish, because it is, when you lose somebody that you love, there is no time frame that, oh, after this period of time that you're just gonna move on. I don't call it move on. I call it moving forward with all the memories, the beautiful memories. But anyways, so I am here to share with you. And you might be wondering why. It's because today is his birthday, and yesterday I saw somebody who used to know my husband, and he hadn't, he found out that my husband had passed away after some time, and he really shared something so beautiful with me of how my husband impacted his life in a very, very positive way, and that made me feel really good, and it got me thinking and thinking. So anyway, so in case you're new to my channel, my husband passed away 4 years ago, and he died of cancer. And without going into many details, I never knew in my life that I would go through such an experience. But I thank God for that experience, because I am also a believer and I have faith that every experience that I have gone through, or that I have been through as a person, has shaped who I am, and that God has never given me any load or any cross that I am not able to bear as a person. And each and every one of my experiences has made me have a different outlook on life, and to really appreciate um, the little things that maybe other people would take for granted. But anyways, I'll not go into many, many details, just out of respect for my husband's memory. But I had never watched somebody die in my life. And to begin with, it was kind of like very traumatizing experience for me watching somebody die. It took me time to come to terms with that. And I think maybe that is why until now I had never shared any single detail of me watching my husband die. But my husband was diagnosed with cancer, and unfortunately, he lost the battle within 5 weeks of being unwell. And the day before he died, we got him from hospital. Um, he wanted to be home, and I also wanted to take care of him because they were saying to take him to hospice, end of life care. But he wanted to come home, and I also wanted to take care of him. I wanted to be there with him. And so he was brought in an ambulance back home on a Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember exactly. I keep confusing those 2 days. But my husband only spent one night with us, and he died the following day. And I look back right now and I'm like, he really wanted to be home. And I am so thankful and grateful that he was able to take his last breath in an environment that was familiar to him and not in a hospital environment, in our own bedroom, with his daughter lying beside him because Honey was a week away from turning 2, and we were in the same room. And I had the opportunity of making my husband a cup of tea that morning because we were going to have a cup of tea and digestive biscuits. He liked them. And on that day, in the afternoon at around 12 o'clock, um, Sean was going to come and see him, and Sean, Honey's brother, and the rest of the family were going to come and see him. So he said to me in the morning, "How do I look?" I say to him, "You okay? You look okay. You're going to be fine." And he said, "Okay." And I got him a cup of tea. We were going to have a cup of tea together. But he only had one sip, and did he? Yeah, little bit. And then he started coughing. But no, before he started coughing, I had to get some paperwork from the front room. And so I put down my cup of tea to go and, go through the paperwork that came from the hospital because I was going to have nurses come around in that morning. But when I went to the front room to get in, as I was, going through that paperwork, I had this feeling in me that, just go back to the bedroom, go back. When I went back to the bedroom, he was sweating, and he said to me, could you help me take my t-shirt off? So I helped him get the t-shirt off, and he was like, "Oh, that's better." But then he started coughing and then gasping for air. It was really scary. And then he started, gasping for air, and we knew, um, we were already aware. The consultants had told us that he didn't have long to live, but little did we know that it was, gonna be that quick. And so we were, prepared for it. Not really prepared, but he had prepared me for his death, bless him, from the hospital, and how his funeral is going to be like. There were difficult conversations to have. And, I panicked, fight or flight. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I just said, "Please don't leave me. Please don't leave us. Please don't leave us. Not now." And I think when he took, that last breath of, I just ran out. I ran out of the house, and I ran downstairs. The shop's downstairs, and there was a shop below us, and I just ran in there. The lady was kind enough to come upstairs with me. By the time, I left, my husband there, and Honey was sleeping on the side. By the time we came, he had, he was already gone. That was very painful. And little Honey, bless her, she was sleeping by his side. And, in her deeper sleep, and I was screaming and I was crying. It was so painful. But I thank God that I am able to talk about the whole experience right now. without tearing up, that I am in a better place. And I know that my husband is in a better place. He's not in pain anymore. He was in a lot of pain, and that gives me comfort that he's not in pain anymore. Much as would really love to for him to be here, if he was in too much pain, and it was so painful as well for me to see him in that much pain. Um, but I'm sharing this just to encourage anybody out there, who might be who might have gone through a similar experience, or is going through it, or has got a loved one who is at end of life. It is well. Let your body experience or feel what it feels. Don't hold back your emotions. If you need to scream, if you need to cry, that's okay. It's okay not to be okay. Don't bottle up your emotions. Me, an African in me, I don't know, I just cried, I just screamed. And being in a country where um, the majority of the population are white, and we don't share the same culture, and I think some people found that like really, surprising or whatever. I don't know how to put it, but the way we express our emotions back home when somebody you love is passed on, I guess it's different. But I just want to encourage somebody out there, you might stumble across this video, and I just want to encourage you, you know, just trust the process. It is your own journey. It is your unique journey to feel what you feel, to allow yourself feel whatever emotions that you're feeling, to allow yourself and not listen to other people tell you how to grieve. Grieve how you wish and how you feel like. If you want to be alone for some time, allow yourself that time, and never be afraid of communicating your boundaries at that time. And to you who is, if you're a friend to a friend or a family member, it is okay not to have all the answers. You might see a loved one, in pain, and sometimes you would really want to make the situation, you would want to make them feel better. And sometimes it is okay to not know what to say, but just to be there for this person, to be a shoulder to cry on. I am thankful that we had friends. We still do have friends, and people are there for us, and they still are. And I'm thankful, and I don't take that for granted. And also another thing, um, you know, let's be mindful of our health. Let's be mindful of, whatever we put inside our bodies, what we feed, we feed on. There is a lot of research out there in the present times, about food and nutrition. And like they say, that food is medicine. So I want to leave you this challenge or this question. What medicine are you putting in your body? Since I lost my husband, I have a whole different um, outlook on things. I am mindful of what how I eat. I am mindful of a lot of things. I am mindful of, having, um, listening to my body and knowing that if I feel something different in me and I have got concerns about it, if I feel something really different and I feel I need to go and see my GP or investigate it, and not being overly cautious because I'm not that kind of person. I like an easy life, so I I try to get things checked out and to not leave things to the last minute, because maybe my husband wasn't telling me some of, some of the symptoms that he had. But to me, everything seemed normal. He didn't have to. It didn't seem like it was. It was. I haven't gone into the whole details of how we found out he had cancer, but by the time they found it out, it was a bit too late, and he just got weak and weak and weak. But anyways, you take care of yourselves, and if you need to speak to somebody, speak to a trusted person or a professional. If you feel that your emotions, you feel overwhelmed by your experiences, it is always good to talk to somebody who you trust and who you know that they're going to give you that safe space to be yourself, that self non-judgmental space, and also to be kind and compassionate to yourself. Self-compassion and kindness, it begins with you. It is well. Trust the process. And grief is very, very personal. You don't have to have a timeline or be told by anybody for how long and how you should grieve. Just take care of yourselves, and God bless you. And I hope I haven't waffled on and on and on. But in case you find this video helpful, please share it with a friend. Take care of yourselves. God bless you. Remember to be kind to yourselves. God bless you, and I'll see you soon in another video now that I'm back. God bless you. Bye bye.